Rosario?
Sebastian, her twin brother.
Sir Toby, Olivia's drunk uncle.
Sir Andrew, Olivia's suitor.
Antonio, the ex-pirate.
Mariah, Olivia's gentlewoman. Fabian, her servant.
Malvolio, her steward.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, then serve him the appetite may sicken and so die. Let's trade again. It had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon the bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea. Naught enters there of what validity and pitch soever falls into abatement and low price even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy that alone is high fantastical. Oh, when mine eyes did first see Olivia, methought she purged the air of pestilence. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from our handmaid do return this answer. The omen itself, till 7 years heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, and water once a day her chamber round, with eye-offending brine, all this to season. A brother's dead love which she would keep fresh and lasting her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath the heart of that fine frame, but to pay this debt of love to a brother. How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed all affections else that live in her, when liver, heart, brain, these sovereign thrones of her perfection are supplied with this self-same king? Away before me the sweet beds of flowers, love thoughts lie rich when canopied with boughs.
What country, friend, is this? This is Illyria, lady. And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
Is perchance that you yourself were saved?
My poor brother. And so, perchance, may he be?
Well, to assure yourself a chance, madam, know that once our ship did split, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself to a mast that lived upon the sea. He held acquaintance with the waves so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's hope. Were to your speech for service of our authority, like him. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam, for I was born and bred not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A duke, noble in nature as in name.
What's his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then?
Aye, and is so now, or was so very late, for but a month hence I did travel from this place, and then was fresh in murmur, as you know, what the great ones do, though less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, countess, daughter of a count who died some 12 months hence, then leaving her in protection of his son, her brother, who shortly after also died, and for whose dear love she hath abjured the sight and company of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not make occasion to the world what my estate is.
Well, that were hard to compass, for she will accept no suit, no, not the duke's.
There is fair behavior in thee, captain. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me for what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that may be worth his service. What else to time I will commit, only shape thou silence to my wit.
Be thou his eunuch, and your mute I'll be, for when my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus? Oh, I'm sure there's an enemy's life.
Oh, by my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier a night. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
Why let her accept before accepted?
This quaffing and drinking will undo you. I have heard my lady talk of it, and of a foolish knight you brought in to be her wooer.
Who? Sir Andrew Egg, cheek?
Aye, he.
Why, he's as tall a man as any in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
He's 3,000 ducats a year.
He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Oh, why that you'll say so. Why, he speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word without book, and plays on the viol de gamme, boys, and has all the good gifts of nature.
He hath most natural, for besides, he's a coward, and has not the gust to allay the gift he hath in quarreling. It's thought among the prudent that he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
Why, it is sad they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so. Who are they?
They add, moreover, that he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece. Why, I'll drink to her as long as there's passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. He's a coward in a cloister that will not drink to my niece till his brain turns to the till like a parish stop. What with Castiliano won't go, for here he comes. Sir Andrew Ague.
Sir Toby Phelps! Oh no, Sir Toby Phelps!
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you, sir.
Accost, what's that? I'm my niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake that. Accost is front her, woo her, board her, assail her.
My troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of Accost?
And you let part so, dear knight, wouldst thou mightest never draw sword again?
And I would part so much that I never draw sword again. Sweet lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
I have you not by the hand. Farewell, gentlemen.
Oh, dear knight, thou lackest a cup of canary. When have I seen thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see canary put me down. Methinks I have no more wits than a Christian or an ordinary man has, but I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does some harm to my wit.
No question.
And I thought that I'll forswear it. Faith, I'll ride home tomorrow.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? Oh, I would I had spent so much time in the tongues as I have in fencing and dancing and bear baiting. Had I but followed the arts.
Why, then thou hadst an excellent head of hair.
Would that have mended my hair?
Oh, past question. For thou seest it does not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well enough, does it not?
Excellent. It hangs on you like flax on a distaff, and I would see nothing more than a chambermaid take you between her legs and spin it off.
Faith, I'll ride home tomorrow. Your niece will not be seen by me, or if she be, 'tis 4 to 1 she'll none of me. The Count himself here hard by woos her.
Oh, she'll not, the Count. Why, she'll not marry above her estate in neither fortune, years, nor wit. There's life in it, man. I heard her
I'll
say.
stay a month longer. I am a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels, sometimes all together. Faith, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut so much into it.
And I think I have the back trick simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Why, wherefore are these gifts here? Wherefore is there a curtain before me? Why, I would walk to church in a galleon and return home to Carumpio. My very walk should be a jig. I feel it by the excellent constitution of thy leg that it was formed under the star of a galleon.
Aye, 'tis strong, and does indifferent well in a dun-coloured stock. Shall we set about some revels?
What shall we do else?
If the Duke continues these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like much to be advanced. He hath known you but for 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconsistent, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
Who saw Cesario well?
Under attendance, my lord. Here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, Thou knowest no less but all. I have entrusted to thee the book, even of my secret soul. Therefore could you address thy gate unto her, stand at her gates, and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow until thou have audience.
Sir, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she'll never admit me.
But then be clamorous and leave all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that call thee a man. Diana's lip is no more smooth than Rubius, and thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all dissemblative of a woman's part. I know thy consolation is right after this affair. Some 4 or 5 attend him, all if you will, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to be called his fortune's thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a bearable strife. Whoever I woo myself would be his wife. Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my mouth so wide as a bristle in way of thy excuse. You will be hanged for being so long absent.
Well, let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no colors.
Make that good.
Well, God give them wisdom, let them have it. And those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away. Is that not as good as hanging to you?
Oh, many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage, and for turning away, let summer bear it out. Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Illyria.
Peace, you rogue! Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely your best.
Wait to be of thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools. And I'm sure that I lack thee, they pass for a wise man. Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellow? Take away the lady.
Go to! You're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
The lady bade, take away the fool. Therefore I say, take her away.
I bade take away you, fool.
Misprison in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me a leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
Oh, good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul to be in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's death, his soul being in heaven, take away the fool.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that doth decay the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for 2 pence that you are no fool.
What say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship can take delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he's gagged.
Oh, you are sick with self-love, Malvolio, and haste with a distempered appetite. Maria?
Madam, there is a young gentleman at her gate who much desires to speak with you.
Of the Duke Orsino's suit, is it?
I know not, madam. He is a fair young man and well attended.
Who of my people holds him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Oh, fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Go to, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home, what you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your foolings grow old and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool.
Half drunk. What's he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman. Aye, what gentleman?
He is a gentleman. A plague of these pickled herrings. How now, sods?
Oh, good Sir Toby.
Hey, cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery. I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Ay, Mary, what is he?
Oh, let him be the devil, and he will. Now, none of it.
What's a drunk man like, fool?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One drowned above heat makes him a fool, the second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Well, go you and fetch the crowner and let him sit on my cuz, for he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned.
He is but mad, yet Madonna, the fool shall look to the madman.
How now, Malvolio?
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes upon him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What's to be said of him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so already, and swears he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench. But he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what years and personage is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. He is very well favored and speaks very shrewishly. One would hardly think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call forth my gentlewoman!
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Come, give me my veil, draw it on my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy. The honorable lady of the house. Which is she? Speak to me. I shall answer for her.
Most honorable, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I've never seen her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart. And yet, by the very fangs of malice, I swear I'm not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Well, certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself, for what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise and carry on to the heart of my message.
Skip to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Yes, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
'Tis more the like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates and allowed your approach to wonder at you rather than to hear you.
What is your message? Lady, it alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage.
You must carry some terrible matter for the courtesy of it to be so fearful.
Madam, my words are as full of peace as matter. What they are, to your ears, would be divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We shall hear this. What is your will?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by method, in the first of his heart.
I have read it. It is heresy. Were you sent hither to praise me?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are out of your text. But we will part the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, it's not well done.
Excellently done if God did all.
'Tis in so hard-hearted.
I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. Every article and utensil shall be labeled to my will as item 2 lips in different red. Item 2 gray eyes with lids to them. Item 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth.
Have you nothing more to say?
Oh, I see what you are. You are too proud. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, though you are crowned the nonpareil of beauty. How does he love me? With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire. Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him, yet I know him noble, of great estate, fresh youth, yet I cannot love him.
He might have took his answer long ago.
Lady, if I did love you and my master slain, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contented love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Hallo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh. You should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I'm a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I'll know more of him, have him send no more, unless perchance you come to tell me how he takes it. Here, spend this for me.
I'm no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Farewell, their cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my state, yet my fortunes are well. I'm a gentleman. Oh, you swore thou art. Oh, but the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly does one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. How now, Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Get you and follow that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring with him, would I or no? Tell him I'll none of it. He should not hold his lord up with hopes, nor flatter him. I am not for him. If the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it. Hie thee, Malvolio!
Madam, I will.
I do, I know not what, in fear to find mine eyes too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer, knowing that should I go with you?
By your patience, no. The stars shine darkly over me. Therefore I must crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone. 'Twere bad recompense to repay your love, to lay any of them on you. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian. My father was that Sebastian of Messaline, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him a son and a daughter, if the heavens had both born in an hour, and if the heavens had been so pleased, would we there have ended? For some hour before you took me, before the breach of the sea, was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day.
Lady, sir, whom 'twas said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. She's drowned already, sir, with salt water, and I seem to drown her remembrance again with more. Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your troubles.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare thee well at once. My bosom is full of kindness. On the least occasion more, mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
Gentleness of all the gods that go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so. The danger shall seem sport, and I shall go.
Were you not even now with the Countess Olivia?
On a moderate pace, sir, I have since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. She adds, moreover, you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me, all none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it shall be returned. It be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I have no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid, my outside have not charmed her. Well, she made good view of me, indeed, so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak and start distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in. This churlish messenger, oh, none of my lord's ring! Why, he sent her none! I am the man whom if it be so as 'tis. Poor lady, she were better love a dream. Besides, I see thou art a wickedness wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms? Alas, it is our frailty that's the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fetch? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am mad, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day. Thriftless I shall poor Olivia be. Oh, time! Thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes.
Nay, I know not, but I know to be up late is be up late.
Thou art a scholar. Therefore let us eat and drink. Bury in, I say, a stoup of wine.
Here comes the fool of fame.
How now, my heart is to be able to get a picture of we three.
Welcome, ass. Let's have a catch.
Now, a song.
Would you like a song of love or a song of good life?
A love song. A love song.
Aye, aye. I care not for good life.
Oh, Mistress Time, where are your Romans? Taking here your lips with nothing I can see.
Hi-lo!
Where the pretty sweet journeys and the lovers meeting everyone is.
Oh, do it.
One is up to not hereafter. Friends and friends and laughter. What's the kind still? What's there? Who's the way their eyes to plenty? Let's the pretty sweet twenty. You just not go out the door.
Oh, live twice as I am a true knight.
Oh, contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious fate.
Shall we three rouse the night owl in a catch that will draw 3 souls out of one weaver? Shall we do that?
You love me, let's do it. I am a dog in a catch.
Oh, my lady, sir, some dogs will catch well.
Oh, and let our catch be thou knave.
Oh, hold thy peace, thou knave, knight. I shall be constrained to call it the knave knight.
'Tis not the first time one is constrained to call me knave. Come, begin. It begins. Hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold thy peace.
Good faith.
sanguineous. Am I not of her blood? Oh, the 12th day of December!
God, please!
My masters, are you mad or what have you? Have you no wit, manners, nor modesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house, and squeak out your cosier's catches without any mitigation nor remorse of voice? Have you no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
Why, we did keep time, sir. In our catches. Sneak up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. Oh. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. Unless if you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are very welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Out of tune, sir, ye lie. Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think just because thou art virtuous, there will be no more cakes and ale? Go, sir, rub your chain with crumbs. Mariah, let's do more.
Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favor in anything more than contempt, you would not give me for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears!
Why, 'twere as good a deed as to drink when a man's a-hungry, to challenge him in the field, and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him.
Do it, knight. I'll deliver thy challenge for thee, or deliver thy challenge by word of mouth.
Peace, Sir Toby. Since the youth of the Count's was sent with my lady, she is very much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I cannot gull him into a nay word, and make common recreation of him, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Tell us something of him.
Sir, he is something of a Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog!
What, for being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight.
I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
The devil a Puritan that he is. Nothing but a time pleaser, an affectionate ass, so full of himself with excellencies that he thinks that all who look on him love him. And it's on this vice in him that my revenge will find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop some obscure epistle of love, whereby the shape of his leg, the color of his beard, the complexion of his eyes, forehead, and complexion, he will find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very much like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. Eyes for the device.
And I have it in my nose, too.
Will think by the letters thou wilt drop that my niece is in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass!
I doubt not.
Oh, it will be admirable.
Sport, royal, I warrant you. I will plant you two and make you fool the third, wherein you will come by this letter. For this night, to bed, and to dream on the event. Farewell!
Poor me, she's a good wench.
Oh, she's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once, too.
Oh, come, knight, to bed. You has need send for more money.
Oh, if I cannot recover your niece, I am a foul layer.
If thou hast her not in the end, call me cut. Come, I'll burn a sack. It's too late to go to bed now. Come, knight, come. Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. How good Cesario.
That
piece of song. That old and antique song we heard last night. Methought it did relieve my passions much. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some fortune that it loves, hath it not, my boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is?
Of your complexion?
She is not worthly, then. What years of faith?
About your years, my lord?
Too old, by heaven! Let still a woman marry younger than herself. So she wears, so she sways level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, we are more ungiddy and unfirming, more longing, wavering in our affections than women are.
Think not so, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself. For boy, women are as roses, whose affections being displayed doth fall upon that very hour.
So they are. Alas, that they are so. To die even when they to perfection grow.
Ah, good fellow, come. The song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario, it is old and plain.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud of white stuck all with you, oh, prepare it. My part of death no one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet on my black coffin let there be strowed. Not a friend weep my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. A thousand sighs to save, lay me aware. Sad true love ne'er find my grave to weep there.
There's thy pain, sir.
Oh, no pain, sir. I take pleasure in thy singing.
I'll pay thy pleasures then.
Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid one way or another.
Now, good fellow, give me leave to leave thee.
Oh, now, melancholy, God protect thee, farewell.
Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign pool. Tell him my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantities of dirty lands, but the parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her, my heart holds as giddily as fortune. That nature pranks in her attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you,
I cannot be so answered.
sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your heart as great a pang of love as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bide so strong a beating as my passion doth give. No woman's heart that can hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite, a motion of the palate rather than the liver, that suffer circuit, employment, and revolt, whereas mine is as all hungry as the sea and can digest as much. Make no compare between a love that woman know me and that I bear. Olivia,
Yes, but I know
what dost thou know?
too well what love women to men may owe. My father had a daughter, loved a man, as it might be perhaps were I a woman, I should your lordship.
What's her history?
Like, my lord, she never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy sat, like patience on a monument, smiling at grief, We men may say more, swear more, but indeed, our shows prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister ever love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house now, and all the brothers too, yet I know not, sir, shall I to this lady.
Aye, that's the theme. Give her this jewel, and tell her that, say, that my love can hold no fortune, buy no delay. Come this way, Signor Baby. Wouldst thou not see the niggardly, rascally sheep-biter brought to some notable change?
I will come if I lose a scruple in this sport. Why then let me be drowned in melancholy.
Come, Sir Andrew, we will fool him black and blue.
You love me? Let's do it.
Oh, here comes the most excellent devil of wits.
Get ye three into the box trees. Malvolio's coming down this walk. I have seen him this half hour practicing behavior to his shadow. Close! In the name of jesting. Lie thou there. Here comes the trout that must be caught the tickling!
Is my fortune? All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that should she fancy it should be one of my complexion, what should I think of?
Here's an overweening rogue.
To thee, Count Malvolio.
Rogue!
Fie on him, Jezebel!
I was deeply in now. How imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my estate, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, where I have come from a day bed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone!
Haste! Break the sinews of our plot.
And after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, 7 of my people, in an obedient start, make out for Toby.
Shackles!
I frowned a while, perchance wind my watch or play with my sunrich jewel. Toby approaches, courtesies there to me. I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard.
Oh, won't Toby give him a blow of the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your knees, give me this prerogative of speech.
Wait, what?
You must amend your drunkenness. Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight. That's me, I warrant you. One, Sir Andrew. I knew 'twas I, for many do call me fool. What employment have you here? Why, 'tis my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's. And thus makes she her great P's. Oh, he's in contempt to question her hand. Her C's, her U's, and her T's. Why's that? To the unknown beloved, this and my true wishes are very phrases. Jove knows I love, but lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know what follows if it should be thee, Malvolio. I may command where I adore, but silence with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
An excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see.
Taste your poison, has she dressed him in?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. And this is evident to any formal capacity. And in the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? if I should make it resemble something in me. M-O-A-I. M. Malvolio. Why, that begins my name. M. Then there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And I hope O ends it.
And will Toby give him a knock on the head and make him cry?
And I comes behind.
I and had you and I behind you. You might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes for you.
This simulation is not as the former, and yet to crush this a little, it would bow to me, where every one of these letters is in my name. Soft. Here prose follows. If this fall into thy hands, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands, let thy spirit and blood embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble sloth and appear fresh. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember, go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not fit to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point device, the very man. I do not now let imagination jade me, for every reason excites me to this. My lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this, she masks herself to these habits of her liking. Thank my stars, I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even in the swiftness of putting on. There is yet a postscript. If thou entertainst my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I could marry no ends for this device.
Oh, so could I too.
And ask no other dowry than just but such another jest.
Nor I neither.
But here comes the noble dog.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will appear before her in yellow stockings, which they color she abhors, and cross-gartered, which is a fashion she detests, and will smile upon her, which will be so unsuitable to her disposition, being as addicted to melancholy as she is, that it will not help but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will then, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, my most excellent devil of wits.
I'll make one too. We're going to take a short 15-minute intermission. So please, stand up, walk around. There's a bathroom over there. Go downstairs if you like.
No such matter, sir. I do it by the church, for I do it at my house, and the house doth stand by the church.
So, thou mayst say that a king dwells by a beggar if a beggar dwell near him.
You have said, sir.
Art thou not the Lady Olivia's fool?
Oh, no, sir. No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool till she be married. I am her interpreter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Ho. Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere.
Hey, I'll no more with thee. Don't pass upon me. Here's expenses for thee.
Oh, now, Job, in this next commodity, send thee for a beer.
By my troth, I'm almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
My lady is within, sir.
God save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir.
You, vous gardez monsieur.
Et voici votre surveture.
I hope, sir, you are, and I am yours.
You encounter the house, sir. My niece is desirous that you should enter and your trade be with her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. That is to say, she's the list of my voyage.
And taste your legs, sir. Put them in motion.
My legs do better understand me than I understand what you mean bidding me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir, to enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance. But we're prevented. Most sweet lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
That youth's a rare courtier. Rain odors. Well,
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
Servant? Oh, your servant to the Count Orsino, you?
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
Of him, I think not on him. Of his thoughts, would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
I come to what your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
I pray you, speak no more of him. But if you were to pursue another suit, I'd rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres. Give me thee, beseech you. I did send after your last enchantment here a ring in chase of you, and so did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you in a shameful cunning which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, for 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. High world, how apt the poor are to be proud! Fear not, gentle youth, I will not have them. And yet, when wit and youth are come to harvest, your wife is like to have a proper man. There lies your way due west.
Then westward ho! Oh, you'll nothing, madam, to my lord by me.
Stay! Prithee, tell me what thou thinkest of me.
But you do think you are not what you are.
Well, if that be so, I think the same of you.
Then you think right. I am not what I am.
I would you were, as I would have you be.
Would you, madam? Well, I wish it so, for now I am your fool.
Beautiful the scorn looks and the contempt and anger on his brow. Dear Cesario, by roses of spring, by maidenhood, honor, truth, and everything, I do love thee.
Oh, by innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. So do, good madam. nor will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again! For thou perhaps mayst move this heart which now abhors to like his love.
Nay, faith, I'll not stay at shot long.
Thy reason, dear madam, give me thy reason.
Methought I saw your niece bestow more favors on the count's serving man than she ever bestowed on me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
Then challenge me, the count's youth, to a fight. In the heaven places, and assure thyself that there is no love broker in the world that can do as much in a woman's heart as the report of valor. My niece will make note of it.
Aye, there is no way but this, sir.
Therefore, write him a challenge. Use the license of link to taunt him. It matter not be how witty or brief, as long as there is gold enough in your pen, though you write with a goose pen. About it. If you were to open up Andrew's anatomy, you'd find enough blood in his liver to clog the foot of a flea. I'll eat the rest.
His opposite, the youth, bears no semblance of war in his visage.
Look, where the youngest of friend of 9 comes.
If thou desire the spleen and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Yon gull, Malvolio, is turned heathen. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered.
Most villainously, I have dogged him like a pendant in the church. He is cross-gartered, and he will smile upon my lady. He smiles his face into so many lines, more than has the map with the Indies in it. When he smiles before my lady, she will strike him, and he will take it for a favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than filed steel did for me forth. Not all love to see you though so much as might have drawn onto a longer voyage. But jealousy might befall your travel. Being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks. Thanks. Ever thanks. Oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay, but where my worth has is my conscience firm, I should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. But first, let's seek watching.
I'm not weary, and 'tis long tonight. Pray, let's satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a seat by against the county's galleys, I did some service of such note indeed, that were I ta'en here would scarce be answered.
Be like he slew a great number of his people?
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time of quarrel might well have given us bloody arguments.
Do not then walk too over.
In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, is the best to lodge. There you shall have
We'll meet you in an hour.
Ha! To the Elephant!
Do remember.
I have sent for him, and he says he'll come. Oh, how shall I feast him? What bestow him? For youth is more oft bought than begged or borrowed.
Where is Malvolio? He's coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He is possessed, madam.
What mean? Doth he rave?
No, madam. He does nothing but smile.
Bring him hence. He and I of equal madness be, if sad and merry equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady! Oh.
Silas thou! I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad, mistress. I could be sad. This does make for some obstruction in the blood with this cross gartering. But if it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sonnet is. Please one and please all.
Dossman, what is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did fall into his hands, and commands shall be executed. I do believe we know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou to bed, Malvolio?
Aye, to bed, sweetheart, I'll come to thee.
Why dost thou smile so much and kiss thy hand?
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou, Malvolio?
Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them! Oh, remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a servant still.
This is a very excellent madness. Where are my people? Where is Sir Toby? Have some of my people have a special care of him.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look on me. Why, this concurs directly with the letter. She sends him to me that I may appear stubborn to him, for so she incites me to it. Be opposite with kinsmen, surly with servants. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. Why, everything adheres together. What is to be done? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Why, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
Which way is he? In the name of sanctity, I'll speak to him, even if all the devils of hell in legion itself possessed him, but I'll speak to him.
There he is, there he is.
Oh.
How dost thee, man? How dost thee, sir?
Go off. I discard you. Let me enjoy my private.
Go off. Go to peace, peace. Let me alone with him. How dost, man? How is't with you, Malvolio? What? Defy the devil? Consider he's an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Oh, pray he not be bewitched.
Now, mistress.
Oh,
Lord!
go to! Do you not see that you move him? Let me alone with him.
Gently, gently. The fiend is rough and will not be roughly used.
Get him to pray, Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, minx.
Oh! What, man? Hang the devil in the cherry pit? Defy gravity? Hang him, Falconer! Hang him!
Go, hang yourselves all. You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter. It's possible.
Were it played upon a stage, I could condemn it as an improbable.
His very genius hath taken infection of the device, man.
Let's after him, or else the device take air and taint.
Come, come. We will have him in the dark room and bound by nightfall. My niece is already having the belief that he's mad, and for our pleasure and his penance will we play this sport out. So, out of breath, we bring him to the bar and crown thee for a finder of a madman. But see,
Here's the challenge. Read it. Warrant there's vinegar and pepper it.
It's so saucy.
give me.
Aye, 'tis. But read.
Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good.
In mine eye, the Lady Olivia doth use thee fairly. But thou liest in thy throat. But this is not the reason that I challenge thee for.
Oh, that keeps thee away from the blow of the law. Good.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it. I will waylay thee while you are going home, and if it be thy chance to kill me, thou killest me like a rogue and a devil.
Still you keep on the windy side of the Good.
Therefore, I suggest that you pray, and may God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon me, so look to yourself. Your friend, as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Sir Andrew Ague Cheek. If this letter moves him not, he cannot be moved. I'll give him.
You may have some very fit occasion for it. The youth has since been with my lady and will very soon depart.
Good. Scout him for me at the orchard's end, and when thou seest him, draw and swear horrible. Away.
Hey, let me alone for swearing.
Now will I not give him this letter, but I will deliver the challenge by word of mouth, and set the youth into such a tizzy of his skill, strength, and fury, that they will kill each other with a look like cockatrices. How now, gentlemen, God save thee!
And you, sir?
What defense thou hast, betake thee to it. For what offense thou hast done him, I know not, but thy assailant, bloody as the hunter, awaits thee at torture's end, and has in him a quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I assure you no man hath any quarrel with me, and my remembrance is very free and clear of any image of offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, and your opponent hath with him what fury, skill, and wrath can furnish a man withal. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your God.
What manner of man is he?
He is a knight with unattached rapier, and in common consideration in private brawl, he is a devil. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incessant at this moment is so implacable that nothing but death and sepulchre can assuage him. Hobnob is his word, gift or take.
I beseech you. I will go into the house and require some conduct of my lady. I beseech you, let me know of this night what my offense is to him.
I will make the motion, but he will have one round with you. Signor Fabian, stand you by this gentleman till my return.
Pray you, what man is this? What know you?
That the knight is incensed against you, but nothing of the circumstance more. He is the most fatal, bloody, and violent of any opposite you could have found in all of Illyria. Go you towards him. I will make your peace with him if I can.
Oh, I shall be much obliged to you for it. For I am one that had rather go Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I'm not a fighter. I care not who goes in my medal.
Oh, I have not seen such a Firago. Why, they say he was a fencer to the Sophie.
Pox on it, I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, but now he'll of you. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
I see him damned. I have challenged him. Let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse.
I'll make the motion. Stand here and make a good show of it. And I'll ride his horse as well as I ride him. I haven't convinced the youth's a devil. He's taken the horse up on his lap.
And his opposite, the youth, handsome, looks pale as though a bear were at his heels.
Oh, there's no helping it now. He'll have one duel with you for honor's sake, but he has given me his word that he will not hurt you.
God defend me.
Oh, Sir Andrew! He will, by the willow's sake, have one duel with you, but he has given me his word as he is a gentleman and a scholar, that he will not hurt you. Therefore, draw!
Pray God he keep his oath.
I do assure you 'tis against my will.
Come on!
Hold up your sword! If this young gentleman have done offense, I have take fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
Why, man, what are you?
Oh, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Hey, if he be the undertaker, then I is for him.
Antonio! I arrest you at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, not a jot. I know you well.
This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall answer it. Makes me ask for you for my purse. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat you of some of that money.
What money, sir?
Oh, you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion?
Well, I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any other feature.
Oh, heavens themselves.
Sir, I pray you, go.
I snatched one half out of the jaws of death.
What's that to us? Come, sir, away.
Oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast Sebastian them Goth feature shame.
The man grows mad. Come, sir, I pray you, go.
Lead me on.
This man speaks, and words from passion fly that he believes himself. So not do I. Oh, prove true, imagination. Oh, prove true that I, dear brother, now be taken for you. Oh, he named Sebastian. I, my brother, know him living in my glass. Oh, if it prove, tempests are kind, and salt waves fresh in love.
Oh, he's a very dishonest and paltry boy, and more coward than a hare. He proves his dishonesty by leaving his friend here in necessity.
Nay, I'll after him again and beat him.
Oh, do come in soundly, but never draw thy sword.
Will you make me believe that I am not set free?
You too, thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Oh, well, how thou know faith? No, I do not know you. Nor I am not to send you by my lady, to bid you to come to speak with her. Nor your name is not Master Cesario, nor is this not my nose either. This so is so.
Pray thee, vent thy folly someplace else.
Oh, vent my folly. I pity thee now. Tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art our penny?
There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, you shall receive worse Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you! And there! And there! All people mad?
Come on, sir, hold!
I will tell the lady straight.
Nay, let it pass. I'll go another way to work with him. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria. Though I struck him first, yet there is no matter for that. Let go thy hand.
Come on, sir, I will not let you go.
I will be free from thee. What wouldst thou do now if thou tarry longer?
Oh, what? Hey, I'll have an ounce or two of this small bird blood from him.
Toby, I charge thee on thy life, hold! Dear Cesario, do not offend me.
Madam!
Unrighteous wretch, will it be ever thus? Be gone! Dear Cesario, out of my sight! I pray thee, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion, sway thee in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Come with me now to my house. Hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayst smile at this.
relish is in this? How runs this stream? Or am I mad? Or else this is a dream. That fancy still my sense in lethe steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Wilt thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Then say so, and so be!
Nay, I prithee, put this on, and make him believe thou art Sir Topaz the curate. I will go fetch Sir Toby the whilst. Whoa!
Well, I will put this on to dissemble myself.
Oh, most exquisite Master Parson.
Ho-ho! What does the answer for me?
To him, Sir Topaz.
Oh!
Who goes there?
What a hole I see! I see! He's in this prison!
An excellent knave. The knave counterfeits well.
Sacred pills! The curate! Who come to visit the
Sir Topaz. Sir Topaz, good Sir Topaz, go to my lady.
Our hypothetical fiend! How vexes thou this man? Took his man with a
An excellent point, Sir Topaz.
I do not believe I am mad, sir. I was never so abused. I am as well in my wits, sir, as you are.
My most exquisite Sir Topaz. Now, to him in thine own voice, and tell me how thou findest him. If we could be rid of this knavery, I were well we were rid of it. I am so far in disfavor with my niece that I cannot pursue this sport to any safety of the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me what our lady does.
Fool!
My lady is unkind, Purdy.
Fool!
Alas, why is she so?
Fool, I say!
And she loves another. What say ho?
Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand. Fetch me to some light, a candle and ink, some paper and pen, and convey what I am set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more.
Master Malvolio?
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you beside your 5 wits?
I tell thee, I was never man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well, then you're mad indeed, if you be no better than your wits than a fool.
They have here propertied me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Well, advise what you say. The minister is here, Malvolio. Malvolio. Thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep, and leave thy vein
Sir Topaz!
Why, sir? Not I, sir! Oh, God be with you. I will, sir. I will!
Fool, I say.
Alas, sir, be patient. What say you, sir? I am shed for speaking to you.
Good fool, help me to some ink, some light and paper. I tell thee, I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well, that you were, sir.
By this hand, I am. Good fool, some light, paper, and ink. Convey what I am, set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more than ever the bearing of letter did.
Well, I'll help you to it, but tell me the truth. Are you not mad indeed, or do you but counterfeit?
Believe me, I am not mad.
Yeah, I'll believe the madman until I see his brains. I will bet you light, paper, and ink.
Oh, I requite it in the highest degree. Prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir, and I'm not, sir. I'll be seeing you again. And the price like you won't price me good.
the air. That is the glorious sun. Oh, 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus. Where's Antonio, then? I could not find him at the Elephant. His counsel now might do me golden service, for though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness. Yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eye and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad, or else the lady's mad. If it were so, she could not sway her house, command her officers, take and give back affairs at their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that's deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If thou meanest well, then come with me into the chantry by and underneath that consecrated roof. Assure me the full light of thy faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. You will conceive it whilst you are willing to come to know it. Meanwhile, we keep our celebration according to my birth. What say you?
I'll follow you along and go with you, and having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lead the way. And heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine. Now, as thou lovest me, let me see this letter.
Oh, good Master Fabian, send me another request.
Anything?
Do not desire to see this letter.
What? That is to give a dog, and in recompense, desire the dog again.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
I, sir, were some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, good fellow?
Truly, sir, better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Why, just the opposite. The better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can this be?
Marry, sir, they praise thee, they make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass who that buys my foes.
Why, this is excellent.
See my troth, sir, know thou it please you to be one of my friends.
You'll be no worse for me. There's gold. And if you encounter the house and tell your lady to come back with you, it may awaken my bounty further.
Oh, marry, sir, will abide to your bounty till I come again.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
His face I do remember well, yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war.
Duke Orsino, this is that Antonio that boarded the Tiger, and this is he that was there when your young nephew Titus lost his leg. Here in the streets, desperate, staked in shame, did we apprehend him.
Oh, he did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I've no idea what 'twas but distraction.
Thou notable pirate. Thou salt water thief! What foolish boldness has brought you to their mercies, whom in terms so bloody and so dear thou hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names that you give me. Antonio never yet was a thief or a pirate. Though I confess on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither, that most grateful, ingrateful boy that there by your side. From the rude season raged and foaming mouth did I redeem a wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him and did thereto add, my love without retention or restraint. All his in dedication, for the sake did I expose myself pure for his love. Into the danger of this adverse town.
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 days before. No interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. As for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. This youth hath tended upon me these 3 months past. But more of that anon. Take him aside.
What would my lord but that he may not have wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep your word with me?
Most gracious gracious Olivia.
What say you, Cesario?
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
Oh, if it be aught to the old tune, Lord, it is fat and fulsome to mine ears as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, Lord.
What? To perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and inauspicious altars my soul, the faithless offerings, hath breathed out that e'er tender devotion, what shall I do?
Even what it please him that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the courage to do it? Kill what I love. A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But since I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, lives you, the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this, your maiden, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me, for my thoughts are ripe in mischief. I will sacrifice this lamb that I do love, to spite the heart of a raven within a dove.
And I, most jocund apt and willingly to do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
There goes Cesario.
After him I love. More than these eyes, more than life, more than I shall ever love wife.
Why, me, detested, how am I
Who
beguiled?
does beguile you?
Have you forgot thyself already? Is it so long?
Come, away.
Cesario, husband, stay!
Husband!
I? Can he that deny?
Her husband. Sin.
No, my lord, not I. Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that forces thee to strangle thy propriety. Fear not, gentle Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Be thou as thou knowst thou art, and then thou art as great as best thou fearst.
O thou simply come. What wilt thou be when time hath sown the grizzle on thy pace, or thy own trip be thy overthrow? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet, where thou and I henceforth will never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Do not swear! Have little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
Oh, for the love of God, ascertain that what presently to Sir Toby.
What is the matter, Sir
He has broke my head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. For the love of God, help! I would rather than 40 pound I were at home.
Who has done this?
The Count's serving men. One Cesario. They took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario,
Ah, lifelings, there it is. You broke my head for nothing, and then I was sent to it by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you.
If a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you have hurt me. Here comes Sir Toby, halting. You shall know more. If he had not been in drink, he would have tickled you to other gates than he did.
how now, gentlemen? How is with you?
There's one, and that's all that's hurt me. Oh, peace arose.
Who has made this havoc with thee, Sir Toby?
I hate a drunken rogue. I'll help you, Sir Toby, or we'll be dressed together.
Will you help me? An ass, a bloody coxcomb, and a knave, a thin-faced girl knave.
Get them to bed and let their hurts be loosed.
Madam, I am sorry that I hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of my blood, I would have done no worse with weak and safety. You cast a strange regard upon me. I do perceive I have offended you. Pardon me, sweet one. Even for these vows we made each other but so little ago.
Two faces, two voices, one hat. A natural perspective this is and is not.
Antonio, my dear Antonio, how have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
Sebastian, are you?
Fear thou that, Antonio!
How have you made a division of yourself? An apple cupped in two is no more than twins in these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Will I stand there? had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister whom blind waves and surges have devoured. Charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Messalina, Sebastian was my father. Sebastian was my brother too. If spirits can assume your form and suit, you come to fright us.
Spirit I am indeed, but am in that dimension grossly clad. Are you a woman, as the rest goes even? I would my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father hath a mole upon his brow.
And so had mine.
And died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years.
Oh, that record is lively in my soul. My sister died that day that made my sister 13 years.
Nothing left to make us happy both, but this, my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me till each circumstance of time, fortune, and place do cohere and jump. That I am, my lord, which to confirm, I'll bring thee to a captain in the town where lie my maiden's weeds. Every article of my fortune since happened between this lady and this lord.
So seems it, lady, you have been mistook, like nature to her pious ruin that. You would have been betrothed to a maid.
Be not amazed. For right noble is his nature, and if the glass seems true, I shall have my part in this happy ranking. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou shalt never love a woman as thou lovest me.
And those sayings I will swear, and those swearings I will overswear, as doth the orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy maiden's weeds.
The captain that hath my maiden's needs is now by some endurance in Malvolio suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady.
Why, he shall enlarge him. Fetch him! And yet, oh, now I do bethink me. Poor fellow, they say he's mad. A frenzy of mine own did, in my remembrance, clearly banish his. How dost he?
Truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the star's end as well as a man in this case may do. Here, has here a letter to you.
Well, I pray you read it.
Look then, to be well edified, then the fool delivers to the madman. By the Lord!
By the Lord, madam! Pray you, what is the matter with you?
Oh, no, madam, I do but read madness.
Pray you, read it in thy right wits.
So I do, madam, Madonna, but to read his right wit is to read the...
Read it, you, Sierra. By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio. Did he write this?
I am.
Why, fetch him hither. My lord, these things further thought on, it please you as much to think me a sister as a wife?
I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for services done to him so far beneath the metal of your sex, and for calling him master for so long, here is my hand, and from this moment you shall be your master's mistress.
A sister, you are she!
Is this the madman?
Aye, 'tis he. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I no gold?
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it if you can, in hand or phrase, and say 'tis not your seal, not your invention. You can say none of this. I will grant it then. And tell me in the modesty of honor why you have given me such clear lights of favor. Bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. And acting this in an obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious geck and gull that e'er invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Mademoiselle, this is not my hand. Though I admit much like the character 'tis without a doubt Mariah's. And now I do bethink me, 'twas first she that told me thou wast mad. Oh, what fool they have baffled thee!
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, some have greatness thrust upon us. I was one, sir, in this interlude. So much sir. But that's all one. And thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
I will be revenged on the whole pack of you.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Follow him and entreat him to a peace, for he is yet to show us the camp. And until that golden time convince, here we shall stay. Come, Cesario, for thou shalt be as such while you are dressed as a man. But when another garment's seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When I was a little tiny boy with a hey, oh, foolish thing was but a toy for the rain. It raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate with a hey, ho,
And the rain can thieves and thieves and shut their gates. For the rain, it raineth every day. But when I came, alas, to lie with the hey, ho, wind and the rain, by swaggering could I never thrive. For the rain, it raineth every day. But when I came unto my bed with the hey, ho, wind and the rain, with just heart still I drown in heads. For the rain, it raineth every day. A great while ago the world began with the hey, ho, wind and the rain. But that's all one, our play is done. And we'll strive to please you every day with a hey, ho,